The chairman of the House Committee here present, other members of the House of Assembly, Commissioner for Power, let me stand on the already established protocol. I have heard all what has been said, and this seems to capture what we already have in a documented presentation, which I have submitted to the committee. It's as if the SA Power had expo in what we want to submit. Let me just present for the sake of records. A presentation by the Center for Human Rights and Accountability Network, CRAN, at a public hearing on a bill for a law to make provision for electricity generation, transmission, and distribution within and for the residents of Akwa Ibom State, to establish Akwa Ibom Electricity Regulatory Board, and for other matters connected therewith, in the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Uyo, on Monday, 9th September 2024. We have done an appraisal of the bill. It has about 70 sections, and it's divided into 7 parts, and there is a schedule to the bill. Apparently, the bill seeks to enact a law to enable Akwa Ibom State to take benefit of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, 5th Alteration, Act Number 17, 2023, which was entered into force on the 17th March 2023. That alteration of the Constitution allowed states of the Federation to generate, transmit, and distribute power in areas covered by national grid. The bill is therefore in consonance with the Constitution of Nigeria. Our input. 1. The center notes the importance of the power sector to the sustainable development of Akwa Ibom State, and urges that the chairperson and board members in Section 6 of the bill should be full-time as opposed to part-time. This has been said over and over and over. Section 2. Number 2. The center commends the drafters of the bill for including in the board a reps from the civil society groups in the state to represent the interest of the consumers. That is in Section 6, subsection 1E of the bill. I overheard someone opposing this particular inclusion. I think this will give confidence to the consumers and makes the board be more independent. 3. The center urges that the staff of the board should only be by way of direct employment to ensure competence, dedication, and technical capability as stated in Section 8, sub 1 of the bill. I heard the chairman of NLC talk about temporary workers, that's casual workers. We are also opposed to it, and we told the line of the NLC, these workers should be permanent so as to enable expertise. Number 4, the center notes the overarching powers allotted to the commissioner in Section 15A and B of the bill. The center fears that such powers allotted to the commissioner is susceptible to abuse to the detriment of the proper functioning of the board and the power sector sought to be created in the state by the laudable bill. We think that the commissioner has been allocated so much of powers that needed to be reviewed in the interest of this laudable bill. Number 5, the center observes that the word, quote, appropriation, unquote, is wrongly stated as, quote, appropriate, unquote, in line 2, section 18, sub 1, at page 17 of the bill. There is a wrong spelling there which we think should be corrected. What they intend to say is appropriation rather than what they wrote, which is appropriate. This is a bill that should not go out with such kind of typographical error or computer error. The center therefore urges that the necessary correction should be effected. Number 6, the center urges that the chairperson and members of the governing council of the Akwa Ibom State Electrification Agency should be appointed to serve in a full-time capacity as opposed to a part-time capacity in section 46 sub 2 of the bill at page number 39. This is to ensure commitment and dedication. This has over time been also emphasized. Part-time is not going to be good for this commission. The center urges that the staff of the Akwa Ibom State Electrification Agency should be by way of direct employment only to ensure competence, capacity, and dedication in section 48 sub 1 of the bill at page number 41. Same thing as we have said in the other section. The center 8, which is the final input we are making in this bill, the center observes the non-mention of Ibom Power Company in the bill and wonders whether it is an omission. We have heard the comment made by the MD of Ibom Power, and we wonder that, assuming they had been taken into cognizance in drafting this bill, I think such input would have been part of what would have been in this bill. There should be a synergy between the Ibom Power Company and the drafters of this bill. Thank God that he has made laudable research and huge input, and the Crown want to throw her weight behind the Speaker and House of Assembly for calling for a probe in Ibom Power, because he has revealed so much that we did not even know. And we are aware that some time ago the governor has ordered for an audit, which we are here to hear the outcome of the audit on Ibom Power. Finally, the center commends the House Committee on Rural Development and Public Utility, and indeed the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, for courageously taking the bold steps through this bill of launching Akwa Ibom State and on the path of sustainable development. The center is optimistic that with the passage of this bill and the swift assent of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Akwa Ibom will leapfrog in the trajectory of development by generating, transmitting, and distributing power through gas, fossil fuel, and renewable energy. The center thanks the leadership of the 8th Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly for inviting us to take part in this public hearing. That's all what we want to say. Thanks.